Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, here to preview some more of the fishing reels that have arrived in my shop. We'll get a first-hand look at which ones recently came in through either drop-offs or through the mail, and we'll take a look at which ones I'm going to be servicing in the near future and which ones I'll try to make videos on. Well, the first one comes in from Mark in California, and boy, I hope it's all together. This is the way it was just delivered 20 minutes ago. So it looks like the seam is broken on the box. So hopefully something's inside of it. Oh, we do have a fishing reel. Good. All right. Well, this is the this is the follow-up to the one I did. Mark tried to put this together and didn't have any luck. He's actually sending it to me for parts. Thank you, Mark. But if I can get this one working again, I'll make sure that I get it back to you. Appreciate that. Sometimes, well, you just don't know what's going to arrive in your shop. Okay, next one comes in from Stephen in Kentucky. Let's see what we have here. Well, if you like to see fishing reels repaired, if you like to learn how they're made, if you like to learn a little bit about the histories of those fishing reels, I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, please use the notification button. That'll let you know when I'm posting, and you'll be able to see the reels that I've recently serviced or the content that I've recently posted, and well, you'll be able to make a decision as to whether that's one that you want to watch. We just had an opportunity to read that note, and Sean says that while he purchased this one at a pawn shop, he thinks there's a little bit of an issue with the spool brake either being bent or cut. Well, we'll find out what's going on with that. Spool brakes are designed to control casting. This reel's a little bit tight, but I think we'll be able to service that one. And well, you can always run a reel without a spool brake if it's something to do with the spool itself being damaged if they cut the wings on it. So I've done a lot of videos on those, so I don't think we'll do a video on that Ambassador unless we find something really unusual. Next one in is from Daniel. Daniel sent me some reels before. Daniel's up in Connecticut. And I think what we have is a Shimano, among other things. We have a Shimano that, well, that's just a parts reel. That can't be repaired, right? It's all in pieces and parts. But we do have a 330 GTI. It looks like a reel in a bag project. It certainly is a reel in a bag project. And we'll make sure that we get that one completed. There's some more pieces from that 320. This one I don't think that there's hope for. I'm looking at the base of this case here, and that seems to be shattered. So I don't know if we're going to have the ability to get this one held in place. Well, we'll give it a try, but I think that one's a goner. All right. Well, sometimes you get some in that are just generally for a tune-up. Sometimes, well, they need a little bit more TLC. We'll make that the GTI work for Penn. I'm not quite sure what if anything we can do with that Shimano. Broken cases are hard. You can't put them back together again. It's like Humpty Dumpty. And the age of the reels and the value of a reel, in that case the value of the reel, generally makes it, well, not that worthwhile doing. All right, let's see what we got here. We have the Daiwa Tournament Series, the Whisker. This one is the 1600. It's a nice reel all around. I like these a lot. These are, I like to say these were Shimano Stratic reels before Shimano made the Stratic. Here we go. Just a real smooth driving fishing reel. It has a worm gear oscillation system. I like them a lot. Second one in we have is a North Shore spinning reel. I don't think I've ever worked on a North Shore spinning reel. This one sounds like it's either tough on the bearings or just crying for grease and oil. We'll find out. Maybe we'll do that one. We're trying to do a series on working on generic reels. This is a Daiwa D-Wave. This is about as generic as Daiwa gets. I actually think that I've pretty much done a video on this one too. So we have one very nice one in the Whisker, one that we'll learn a little bit more about in the North Shore, and one of Daiwa's D-Waves. I'll see what I can do in terms of a video there. Well, if you have any questions on these reels, maybe your question was who just sent that one in. Well, I came from California. I didn't see a name and I didn't see the contact information in there. Hopefully it comes in. Well, this one comes in from Pete. Pete is out on Long Island, and I've done a few reels on that. But back to my questions. If maybe you're working on a reel, maybe you're searching for a video and you haven't been able to find one, maybe you have a question on a particular reel, maybe you're thinking about buying one, or well, any of a number of things, just leave the questions in the comment section and we'll try to answer them for you. These look like the Penn International series, the 960s, 75s and the like. This one is the 975. This one's a beauty. I always like these reels. I think these are one of the best reels that Penn ever made. And, well, we got a typical issue there. There's a little trip lever in the back of these. It's a kind of a star type of a thing with a point on it that intersects, and sometimes those points flare out. We have another 975. And we have a 965, which is the same reel, just basically a shorter carriage for that reel. So we have 3 Penn Internationals. I'll check my library. I think I've done those. If I haven't done it, I'm going to be certain to make sure that I do. Finally, we have a couple of reels here that just need a little work to get going again. And it's an eclectic mix. A friend of mine does a flea market, and every now and then he buys a job lot, and then he says, I need some help. I need you to make them work better. So the first one up is a Hurricane. These are, I call these combo reels. You see Calypso, you see Beach, I think it's Beachcomber, and you see Hurricane. They're all pretty much the same reel. This one seems to have some issues here. There is an adjusting screw here. I'm thinking maybe that screw can get tightened down a little bit. Not sure for the handle. There might not even be the right handle screw there. Well, it's not doing anything, so it's possible that somebody just broke something off there. At any rate, what he likes to do is get an old rod, clean this up, tie it onto a pole, and give it a second chance. This one is a South Bend. This is the Condor 555. This one definitely needs some work. I'm going to guess that there's either a bent axle on this one, or there's a lot of old dried grease. Next one up then is a Daiwa. This is the Daiwa A for Apollo G1350. That's a little rear drag reel. That's a gear noise. You know, if it just puts it on a pole, lets somebody take it, well, we don't have a bail that trips, the bail wire is bent. That's what's causing that to not trip properly. It's also been dropped. So you can see sometimes with the flea market vendors, well, what they tend to do is just buy cheap, sell cheap. But you need to do a thorough testing before you purchase any reels from vendors. And then we have the Zebco 404. Seems to be working. Always when you test these, make sure that you have the set. This one isn't setting for free spool. So they're easy enough to work on. I'm thinking that when you come up top here, I'll just show you the inside of this. When you come up, well, everything's a little rusted in here. You remove that nut. Underneath there's a little lever that should be springing in and out, and that's what catches it when you go to push it up. It should spring in. Maybe you can see the spring from underneath there. It might be a little hard to do, but I would say that that's probably just dirt, and it probably hasn't enabled it to flip. But I'll try and get those back to him. Of course, those are the lower priorities. I don't think we'll do a video on any of those, but if you have a reel that you saw in these videos that you would like to see how to service and how to maintain, please leave that in the comments section. I'll try to answer, see if I can do that, time permitting. Well, to our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for all it is that you do to keep us safe. I truly appreciate your efforts. To everyone, please enjoy the art of reel repair. It's getting cold out. It's a good time to just come on indoors, take the moment to service your reels and get them ready for the upcoming season. Everybody, please enjoy and have a great day. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle.